Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome to Soulful Saturdays with Saylor. Around here, we cut through the noise, ditch the fluff, and dive straight into what matters: spiritual wellness, radical self acceptance, unapologetic soulful living. Each week, I'll bring you the truth with a side of sass, reflections that wake you up, and reminders that you are glorious. So, whether you got your journal, your coffee, or that wild, messy bun, you are exactly where you are meant to be. Feeling burnt out. You're over it. Like your brain is fried, your heart's tired, and your soul is quietly waving a little white flag. Well, let me tell you, hitting pause might just save your soul. Yeah, I said it. Pause. Not tomorrow, not after you finish that 100 emails or just when you get it all done. Right now, stop. Just stop for a minute or 5 or 10, whatever it is. Here's the thing, you deserve it. I know this feeling. You're running around on empty, juggling a million things, constantly doing, thinking, planning. Bring burned out call, and it wants its soul back. And let's be honest, sometimes it feels like you're on this hamster wheel designed by the universe to test your sanity. You check off all the tasks, you hit your goals, you smile through it all. And inside, there's this tiny, nagging voice whispering, "Is this it? Is this all there is?" And the truth is, maybe not. Maybe not. We live in a world that glorifies busy. Stop glorifying busy like it's this badge of honor. And guess what? Truth bomb. Your soul did not sign up for this marathon. Being productive feels good, sure. And here's the difference between being busy and being fulfilled. Between being constantly in motion and actually moving through life in a way that it feeds your soul. And honey, if you're running like this racehorse that hasn't had water in 3 days, your soul is thirsty. It's dry. It's starving for a pause. And that pause, it's not weakness. It's not laziness. It's power. Actually, it's a superpower. It's self-care. It's giving yourself permission to just be. So I want you to do something radical with me today. Let's stop. Stop chasing the next thing. Stop trying to do all the things. Bring your soul called. It's tired of being ghosted by you. Let's explore what happens when you actually hit pause. What opens up? What shifts? What whispers to you in that stillness that you never get when you're rushing around pretending you have it all together? Trust me, your soul, it's ready for this. And so are you. Running on empty is so last season. Let's make thriving the new trend, because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is just stop, breathe, be. Beautiful soul, let's get real. Burnout, it's not just being tired. It's not just needing another cup of coffee or one more hour of sleep. Nope. Burnout is emotional, mental, and spiritual. It sneaks into your joy, creeps into your patience, and quietly steals your peace. And the worst part, most of us don't even notice it until we're running on fumes, snapping at the people we love and staring at our calendar, wondering how we got here. Here's the truth. We live in a world that glorifies busy. Stop. Say it with me. Stop glorifying busy. We've trained to measure our worth by our productivity. If we're not constantly doing, planning, hustling, grinding, then somehow we're less than. And honey, that narrative, it's killing your peace. It's whispering lies to your soul while you're over here trying to keep it all together. Ever feel like your to-do list is plotting against you? Yeah, that's the universe checking your stress tolerance. Feeling restless, anxious, unsatisfied, even when your schedule is full. That's normal. But let me tell you something, it doesn't have to be your reality. You don't have to live in a constant motion just to prove you're enough. Your soul didn't sign up for this hamster wheel. Your heart didn't sign up for the chaos. And your mind? Well, it's begging for a pause, honey. Burnout is loud, but it's also honest. It's telling you slow down, pay attention. Remember, you are outside the list, the goals, the deadlines. And here's the kicker. Pausing doesn't mean you're falling behind. It means you're smart enough to know that thriving is more than ticking boxes. Stop glorifying busy like it's this badge of honor. Your soul didn't sign up for this marathon unless all these endless tasks. And listen, running on empty is so last season. Let's make thriving the new trend. Trust me, your future self will high five you for hitting pause right now. And don't forget, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is just stop, breathe, be. Pausing is power. It's radical. It's reclaiming your life one intentional breath at a time. Because here's the truth. Burnout isn't a status. It's a signal. A message from your mind, heart, and your soul saying, hey, slow down, reconnect. Remember joy? And guess what? You get to answer that call. Bring your soul called. It's tired of being ghosted by you. So let's sit with this for a moment and notice the tension, the ache, the restlessness that's been quietly building. That's your inner wisdom waving that little flag saying, friend, it's time. You don't have to wait until your energy is gone or your mind is fried. You can pause now. You can breathe now. You can reclaim your peace now. So, we've called it like it is. Burnout, overwhelm, the hamster wheel of life. Nonsense. It's the nonsense. But now let's flip the script. Let's talk about a new way to see this mess. Because here's the truth. Pausing isn't just about stopping, it's about creating space. Space to breathe, space to feel, space to actually remember who you are when you're not doing, fixing, hustling, or stressing. Picture this. You're holding a cup under a dripping faucet. If the water is going a mile a minute, it is spilling everywhere, right? messy, chaotic, frustrating. But when you slow it down, when you control the flow, suddenly it fills the cup just right. That's what pausing does. It lets you hold your life in your hands without it spilling all over the place. And yes, my beautiful soul, you deserve to hold it steady. Now, I I know what you're thinking. I do. You're like, Sailor, I haven't had time to pause. There is no time to pause. And I'm here to say, sweetie, you don't have time not to. Because the cost of constant motion, of endless hustle, of ignoring your own soul, it's your joy. That's your peace. That's your energy. And let's be real, your best self, the one who's calm, connected, and clear, she's waiting on the other side of pause. Stop, breathe, step back, and watch how your world starts to shift. And here's the magical part. Pausing isn't complicated. You don't need a fancy retreat, a meditation cushion, or a 2-hour ritual. You just need one intentional moment, one breath, one step back from the chaos, one micro pause in your day to notice, how's my heart? How's my mind? What am I holding that I don't need to? Trust me, every 5 minutes can open a doorway to clarity that you didn't think was possible. Pausing's radical. Pausing's rebellion. Pausing is freedom. And let's get real. The world will try to pull you back into the hustle. And that's okay. Because now you know the truth. Thriving isn't about doing more. It's about being more. More present, more grounded, more alive. Bring your soul called. It's ready for this shift. And you're brave enough to answer it. Last week, I was running around like my head was on fire. Emails, calls, meetings, commitments. I was exhausted, frazzled, thinking I was nailing it until I spilled my coffee. Not dramatically, just a little drip on the counter. But for some reason, that tiny moment stopped me in my tracks. And in that pause, I noticed something. I noticed me. The me that had been buried under checklists and deadlines. The me that was craving a breath, a moment, a little pause. That's when I grabbed my journal, picked up my coffee, and just sat there. And that pause changed everything. Suddenly, the chaos didn't feel so heavy. My thoughts didn't feel so loud, and my heart didn't feel so frantic. I'm thankful for that little spill of coffee. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to take spilled coffee or some dramatic wake up call. Micro pauses are everywhere. On your lunch break, in the shower, while walking to your car. It could be as simple as noticing the sun on your face, listening to your breath, or taking 2 intentional steps away from your workspace. Those moments are tiny, yes, and they're powerful. Every micro pause is like pressing the reset button for your mind, your heart, and your soul. Think about your relationships. How often do you rush through conversations without listening? Pausing, truly pausing, gives you space to hear, to connect, to respond from presence instead of reaction. At home, it's the difference between yelling over your to do list or sitting quietly with your loved ones, noticing their laughter, their story, their presence. At work, it's not about doing more, it's about showing up clearer, calmer, more intentional. 5 minutes can make the difference between chaos and clarity. And here's the soulful truth. It's in the pause that we actually hear ourselves, that we remember what matters, that we reconnect with what's real. We see that we're so used to moving, hustling, performing, and planning that we forget that we are human beings, not human doers. And when we pause, we reclaim that truth. We remember the joy in the small moments, the beauty in breathing, the magic in being fully present. I want you to imagine this: a week where you intentionally notice 3 micro pauses each day, 3 tiny moments where you stop, breathe, and reconnect with yourself. Maybe it's the first sip of coffee before your day spirals. Maybe it's stepping outside for some fresh air when tension hits. Maybe it's journaling for 2 minutes before bed. Each pause is a gift to your soul, a whisper that says, "You matter. You're enough. You're here. You're alive." Don't underestimate this. Those micro pauses build up. They stack. They create a rhythm of presence, clarity, and peace that ripples through your day. And before you know it, life isn't just moving, it's flowing. And that's the best part. You get to lead that flow. You get to choose that pace, the focus, the energy. You get to hit pause and feel alive. So, you paused. You took those micro moments. You let yourself breathe, notice, reconnect. And now, let's talk about how the actual shifts. Pausing isn't just a cute little exercise, it's transformative. When you hit pause, suddenly the noise in your head quiets down. The racing thoughts that made your chest tight then loosen. The tight grip on control, on perfection, on doing it all, it relaxes. And in that space, clarity shows up, calm shows up, perspective shows up. And when you remember what actually matters, here's what I've seen happen over and over. People start noticing the little joys again. The laughter that used to pass by unnoticed. The laughter that used to pass by unnoticed. We all make little slip ups and it's okay. The first sip of coffee in the morning, the way the sunlight hits the floor, life becomes richer, more textured, more alive. And that's the beauty of a pause. It's a doorway. You step through it, and suddenly you're not just surviving, you're living fully, intentionally, powerfully. And let's be real, your energy changes too. When you pause, your body relaxes, your heart feels lighter, and your mind stops running laps around what's next. You notice the difference in your relationships, your work, even your sleep. People around you feel it too. You show up calmer, clearer, more grounded. That's not magic. That's the pause doing its soulful work. And here's the big truth: nothing external has to change for this to work. Your schedule can stay packed. Your responsibilities can stay real. The difference is inside you. You've shifted. You've chosen presence over chaos, awareness over autopilot. And that is radical. And that is power. That is self love. That is thriving. So as you move forward today, I want you to carry this little reminder with you. The pause changes everything. Not because the world changes, but because you do. And when you do, life isn't just a series of tasks. It's a series of moments, rich with clarity, joy, and presence. And yes, your soul feels it. Your soul knows it. And your soul will thank you for it every single day. And here's a gentle nudge before we part ways today. Pausing isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Even one intentional pause a day can shift your perspective, your energy, and yes, your soul. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one moment today, just one. Stop, breathe, notice, reconnect. It will be 5 seconds at your desk. One deep inhale in the shower or a stepping outside to feel the sun on your face. Whatever it is, do it intentionally. Do it like your soul depends on it, because it does. And remember, thriving isn't about doing more. It's about being more present, more grounded, more alive. You get to lead your life from this place of awareness, from this space of pause, from this quiet power that lives inside you. Every time you hit pause, you're giving yourself permission to remember who you really are. And that's what truly matters. So go ahead, pause, breathe, be. Your soul's waiting, and trust me, it's going to thank you. And until next time, this is Saylor reminding you life doesn't have to be chaotic to be full. You've got this. And yes, you absolutely matter. Thank you for sharing this Soulful Saturday with me. As you move through your week, carry this truth in your heart. You are worthy, you are radiant, and your presence matters. And never forget, stay soulful, stay sassy, stay you. I'll see you next Saturday, beautiful soul. Same time, same vibe, same glorious energy.